A lot of what we're trying to do in 2021 in the city of Richmond and lots of other cities in America is undo the damage over the last 60 years that we brought on largely by ourselves. In some of the ways we've addressed housing and zoning and uses and transportation.
The tagline of the master plan is designing an equitable, sustainable, and beautiful Richmond for its 300th birthday in 2037. And I think rewriting the zoning ordinance is critical to trying to reach that vision. In order to become more equitable, we have to allow more housing types throughout all different parts of the city. If we want to be more sustainable, we have to allow more land uses within close proximity to each other to reduce trips and to make multimodal transportation more feasible. And if we want to have a beautiful city, we need form-based guidelines that help give people ideas about how to design their buildings so that we preserve our existing authentic neighborhoods. To me, the value of planning is that we have these expansive, wicked problems that exist in our society. In Richmond, it's poverty, it's helping manage a changing climate. And the only way that you can start to tackle those huge problems is by bringing a lot of different perspectives together.
In the city of Richmond, we have a lot of history here. In Richmond 300, part of planning about our land use was an idea of how do we reconnect neighborhoods across the city.
The plan really sought from the beginning to ensure that every type of Richmonder was included in the planning process in order to make a plan where everyone saw themselves in the plan and where everyone would benefit. One of my key lessons for planners coming out of this is that you set your engagement goals, you set your process. And if in the middle of the process you realize that you're not reaching your engagement goals, don't be afraid to stop, reevaluate, and create a new approach. We had said we wanted to reach those other corners of the city, but it didn't happen with our first approach. And so what we ended up doing was we issued a call for people to apply to serve on an engagement team. We paid each one of these people $5,000 to help us. Those 7 members helped us translate planning jargon into more accessible language and helped us also shape their own language and messaging about the plan so that they could, in their own words, in their own authentic words, go out to their community and talk about why the plan mattered and get some input, gather a broader constituency within the planning process.
You did see those typical kind of public meetings, but there were also sort of office hours where folks could connect with planning staff at a local coffee shop or something during the day. There were online surveys that were put out to folks. So we had 115 people participating across a number of working groups that we had for each chapter, a total of about 9,000 resident touch points with this, and the establishment of a community engagement team.
Now that the plan has been adopted, people are using it and they're looking at it and they're pointing to it to help support their initiatives. They feel like it's theirs, which is that's the dream of what a planner wants after they do a planning process. We're working on a small area plan for City Center, as we're calling it, to reposition the downtown, take down our defunct Coliseum, put in hotels, housing, office, all centered on a wonderful green space, adding more office space to help support businesses.
In terms of new projects that come online, I'm thinking of some recent housing development projects coming up and some transfer potentially of some city-owned land to the Maggie Walker Land Trust and some other nonprofits who are working on developing some affordable housing options for folks. So things like that, I think, have direct tie back to Richmond 300 and sort of the guidance and the vision for where we want to go. So I certainly think it's having an impact already. I think it really communicates, where we envision ourselves as a community over the next 20 years. And I think we can get there.